streams ago, recordings ago. It's all going. It's all good where I'm concerned from. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Of course you know. Oh, no, right. I have something I want to show. I forgot. I was just gonna get into playing. So last night when I was playing, I didn't get any good runs in particular, but I got another stage 4 what the fuck, which I decided to update because I showed off the previous one anyway. I don't think I'm ever topping this. So last night I have this stage 4 entry, 2 power, 3 lives. I was like, yeah, whatever. I got an incredibly lucky red rice pattern. Like, I was just able to take out most of them on the left, and then the ones on the right, I was able to work my way through. Then I got through this. Got through this, like normal. Then came yellow rice. So, I was in no condition to be reading yellow rice, as you're about to see. Because this happened. So I think at this point, yeah, I had no fucking clue what I was reading. Those 2 bullets that I, like, microed between, I just straight up didn't see they were coming. Like, I think about halfway through that, I lost my ability to read it, and I was like, well, I'm probably gonna die at some point. And then I just didn't. I got the luckiest fucking yellow rice you could ever imagine. Like, I did not cap that for skill. that was pure fucking luck. So what do? I get a pretty lucky Jimbo. I'm able to kind of go wherever I want. So that's a cap. Then now I'm at blue rice with free power. I kind of just take it slow. Make sure I do both spirit. I read it well enough. And then, yeah, so that's a cap. And then, so theoretically, the rest of this should be a cap. I do this restream right. Oh, no, right. I forgot. I skipped for that pink rice. I actually came very close to dying that pink rice because I was super fucking stressed. And I wasn't reading it that well. I kind of glossed over that, but that did happen. And then here, I was also super stressed. But, yeah, that was a close dodge. that one is close. I kind of wish I hadn't fast forwarded for pink rice, but yeah, I got this, and then I took like a 2 minutes to process it, and then this is how Misamaru went. I decided to go to the right here, and yeah, that was just dumb on my part. And then I kind of just died to spell 1. That, just, yeah. Just misread that, I didn't go around it, and then I went super fucking low for some reason. I don't know why. That was like literally my best stage 4 that I've ever had into one of the worst Misamarus I've ever had. So that was depressing, but it is what it is. Again, I don't think I'm ever topping that replay. The only way I could top it is if I got like a similar level of execution on the stage portion, but then just had like an amazing Misamaru. That's the only way I'd want to like replace that. Yeah, I decided that I'm probably not going to, well, most likely, I don't know. I decided that I'm most likely not going to try practicing, like, the games I'm going to be doing, or the games I'm going to be playing in the competition for on stream. I mean, I don't know, maybe I can have, like, a stream where I just, like, dedicate some practice to playing those games, but I think for the most part I can just do it offline. I was, yeah, I was practicing 10 and 11 again. I got, I think, like, yeah, I was practicing 10 and 11 again, and on Saturday, and it was, like, I didn't, or, like, I ended up getting, practice Lunatic 1cc's in both, which, funnily enough, I realized that was the first time I actually ever got just a Lunatic 1cc. Like, when it came to getting the Lunatic 1cc in Moth, that was the first time I'd ever gotten just a regular Lunatic 1cc with glitchless Mari B. Because my Mari B accomplishments at that point, or like, up to then, the Mari B accomplishments I had was a glitched Mari B Lunatic 1cc, and then a glitchless Mari B LNB. So that was the first time I actually got like just a glitchless Mari B Lunatic 1cc, which is nice. I like it. Yeah, no, but I think, like, if I remember correctly, it took me, like, I guess not just counting attempts in that one day, but just, like, attempts total, because I did attempts, like, a day or two before that. I think it took me 3 attempts total for both games in order to get a Lunatic 1cc. So I definitely need to work on that. Because, like, day of, I'm only going to have, like, 1 attempt. So I definitely need to, like, work on my consistency. Yeah, no, that was just terrible reading on my part. I definitely need to work on my consistency, but then, like, I can't, like, focus on 10 to 11 too much, because I kind of need all 5 games consistencies to be good, unless I want to, like... I think they said you could break it up between multiple days if you wanted to. But, like, I'll have to see, because I'm not going to be able to, like... Yeah, because, like, I'm going to be, like, out of town when the, like, when the qualifying period starts. So it's, like... So the qualifying period, I think, was, like, September... I mean, it was, like, September 27th to October 6th. Okay. And I'm going to be out of town. I'm going out of town literally on the 27th. And I don't get back until October 1st. Meaning I'm going to have like 5 days to actually like try to coordinate doing attempts. Which, by the way, that does mean I'm going to have to miss streaming on like Saturday. And probably Monday. Because I don't think I'm going to be getting back home until like late Sunday. So I'll just be like that weekend of streams just kind of gone. But yeah, so because of that, it's like I'll only have 5 days. So there is a decent chance that I'll have to just do all 5 runs in one sitting. If I can somehow coordinate it so I don't have to do that, then I'll like then that'd be great. But again, I don't want to, like, I don't want to push my luck. If I was like, you know, if I was doing this, like, if I was able to like do this like from like day 1 or whatever, then I'd say that'd like be fine. But like, But again, since I would have to start later, there's a decent chance they'll just be like, hey, could you do all of them at once? Well, especially because, like, I actually don't know how this shit's gonna work for the most part, I guess. They want you to give them, like, a 12-hour notice. Like, because, like, they want to see you do the runs, right? So it's like, you're supposed to give them, like, a 12-hour notice before you're supposed to stream. But, like, I don't know, like, whether, like, I don't know whether they're gonna, like, group multiple people together or whatever. I don't know how that shit's gonna work, to be honest. It's gonna be hard to coordinate, like, you know, like seeing people do runs between, like, 20 different people. I guess maybe they don't have to watch you do runs, but... Well, because they did say, like, save a replay if possible. So I guess, like, even if they don't see it, as long as you save the replay, it should be fine. Maybe? I don't know. That's just shit I'll have to figure out, I guess. And again, I most likely I will only need to worry about the qualifying round anyway, so that it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Yeah, that was just terrible on my part. I'm not off to a great start this morning. You know, like, well, I think the thing about it, because, like, they were talking about, like you having to, like, live stream your runs, but I don't know whether that's a thing for qualifiers. Like, that might not be necessary for qualifiers. I guess they might prefer it if you did that for qualifiers, just so you have, like, footage of your runs just to show. So it's like, you know, if you forget to save the replay, then you have the footage of the run. But then if the footage gets corrupted, then you have the replay. So it's like double security on, like, making sure the run gets, like, preserved. Just so it can, or, like, just so it can be, like, verified and shit, right? Yeah, that was terrible. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't expect that one to be there. It was terrible Frozen Peas readings 2 times. Gamers never look down. You think gamers look down? You're some kind of fool. You know who does look down? Sonya looks down. She's not a gamer. She's never looked, or she's always looked down. She's always solemnly sulking. Why is that so hard to say? She's always solemnly sulking. Solemnly sulking. That sounds so weird. Solemnly. It's just a lot of L's. So you're always solemnly sulking. You know, I think, like, you know, the only other practice I've, like, I did on Saturday, though, was I did do, like, a, well, I say it was a one-shot attempt. I actually did end up resetting at stage 1, now that I think about it, but, okay, well, it was a 2-shot attempt at EOSD. Like, it was like a reset 5 seconds into stage 1, which you won't be allowed to do in the competition. And then the next run was the run, right? But it's like, Yeah, no, I was doing, yeah, I was just doing an attempt of EOSD LNB. I got another practice clear in it. It was another free CC. Or it was another 4 CC, I mean. Again, there are definitely just some patterns that I just need to, like, get refamiliarized with in EOSD before I can confidently try to do it in the competition. Because, like, even if I can theoretically just get a 4cc to at least, like, you know, ensure that I get, or don't get a DNF, it's still, like, I'd prefer to have a you know, like a better shot of clearing it, and, like, and the more confident I am in playing the game, then I can potentially get something lower than a 4cc, which would be nice. But again, my main shot is to just, like, I think my main goal in this competition is that I want all 5 credits to be, like, actually finished runs. I want each run to just, to at least just make it to the end. I could probably just ensure that if I just went for, or tried to go for Lunatic 1cc's in all of them, but I think it'd be a little fun to actually try some LNBs. Like, I think it'd be fun to have special conditions on 3 of them. Which is why I'm like, yeah, which is why 16, I'm going for, like, an LNR. I think technically an LNB would be cooler, but I don't know. I'm used to, like, no LNR or I'm used to, like, LNBNR shenanigans, and I think out of, like, the combination of those, it's like, it'd be way easier for my brain to know how to, like, mix in using bombs again, as opposed to mixing in how to use seasons. Well, because I've never actually had to use the winter season in, like, an actual run. I really didn't think that was gonna hit me. I thought I was safe. Again, it is not, like, I want to try to get these runs to be as good as possible, but at the end of the day, it does not matter to me, like, how quote-unquote good or bad any of these runs are. I just want them all to clear. If I can do that, then I can be proud of that. In my eyes. Because, like, just loading up a Touhou game and then like just doing like a one-shot no reset clear is not the easiest thing. Sometimes you need a minute to warm up. At the very least for me, I do. I just gotta be as warmed up as I can day of. Yeah, no. I can't read those red bullets right now. Or something cool. I was saying with a friend, and they told me about that. Apparently, Friday Night Funkin' got a recent update, where apparently Pico is now like, well, Pico's a playable character outside of Weekend. Like he has like they remix like a couple of like the base week songs. They remixed some of the, like, base week songs for Pico. And so I played through that, and that was sick. Like that... Friday Night Funkin' is a game where it's like, I could potentially play with Dad on stream at some point. I think I'd want it to be, like, just a little more finished, I guess. Although, I don't know, like... I don't really know, like, whether it'd just be a one-off thing or whether it'd be a series. Because there are definitely, like, enough songs to where it would take more than 2 hours, right? But it's, like, I'm not sure how we'd, like, structure that at all. Because, like, there's, like, story mode, right? But now a lot of the, like, extra gameplay is actually just kind of coming from free play mode, not story mode. I'm not sure if that will change in the future, but, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, but something interesting I did find out about when I was playing it that I did not that I did not think was going to be in it. They actually added 2 harder difficulties for some of the songs. Basically, they made rearranged versions of some of the main songs that like Boyfriend plays. And like these 2 difficulties are only available as Boyfriend so far, not as yeah, not as Pico. But there's so we have like easy, normal, and hard, which are like all like the same songs, except like the execution that they want from you is different depending on difficulty. But then you have 2 newer difficulties for some of the songs. There is the difficulty Erect and the difficulty Night. And all songs that you can play under those 2 difficulties are just classified as like remixed under the Erect difficulty. So that is where the difference starts. But then like, yeah, like I guess like Erect is essentially just like a remix of like the songs from the main week, and then Night is just like that, but just more executionally difficult. If I'm being honest, I haven't I'm gonna just like guessing for the most part. I mean, I would imagine the song remains the same, but it's like I've never actually like, I kind of just skipped straight to Night difficulty. I didn't play on Erect. I had a fun time with those songs though. Those are cool. I'm definitely looking forward to like whatever they like continue to release in the future, because apparently from what the character select screen shows, they have a lot more planned. Yeah, I'm just kind of glad that we are getting more stuff for this game nowadays, because it's like, well, because like, you know, like I know like they plan to like make Friday Night Funkin' a full game in the past, which I think is still their goal, but it was like they had like I guess like they ran into like more complications trying to do that than they thought they would, so like any progress happening on that just stopped for a long time, but like it kind of looks like it's just like back up and running now, for the most part. Like it's probably not like they probably will run into a roadblock somewhere else along the way, but I don't know. Things seem pretty promising this time. We might actually like get a full game, which I think would be cool. Like if that happened, that'd be super sick. I did not see that bullet at first because I am a dumbass. I can't read the red today for some reason. I just can't. I want to lower my mic a bit. The height of my microphone is making me mad. It's too high up for my liking. Iconic could just end this all right here. She could send me all the way back to the beginning. God, I cannot choose what words I want to say today. I like chose 4 different times there between saying right or all. It was like we're all. Oh yeah, something else cool I noticed recently, or like an announcement I saw on the Steam page. Apparently they're gonna be releasing DLC for Touhou Hero of Ice Fairy. So if I do end up showing Hero of Ice Fairy to Dad, that will potentially be another that'll just be like someone else that I can show off. Yeah, again, I like Hero of Ice Fairy is definitely something I will show Dad at some point. It's just it is definitely going to be on the back burner for a while, I realize, because it's like, you know, because so so as I found out recently, the Human Spirit Agency translation is not done yet. It was like because yeah, I think because like either they're still trying to like upload it or they're still like ironing out some things, but it is official, like it is not done yet. I have found out. But it doesn't sound like, yeah, from what the creator's saying, it is not like, or from what the translator's saying, it is not that far away. Hopefully, I think they were saying like 2 weeks, but to be fair, like this shit can run into problems sometimes, so no guarantee on that. And that 2 weeks is just kind of what I'm hoping for right now, but you know, if it takes longer than that, like I have a feeling me and Dad are I have a feeling that me and Dad are gonna be stuck on South Park for a little longer than 2 weeks. So even if it does take longer than that, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm kind of hoping to be able to show Dad that after South Park, but the thing is, it would be like one long series into another long series into another long series, because it'd be in Stars and Time into South Park into it'd be in Stars and Time into South Park into fucking game thing, Human Spirit Agency. You know, I was talking with Dad about games recently. I did actually get, I saw that the Witch's House MV was on sale for like $5. So I actually got that. And Dad was saying that, like, he'd be excited to see that. So I guess there's a chance that after South Park we play that. Because I don't know how long the Witch's House would take, but I don't think it'd be like 9 parts or anything. There's a decent chance that South Park is going to be 9 parts. Damn. I cannot read that ending right then and there. I didn't even kill the fairy, goddamn. I guess it just happens if you die to it. I don't know. It's just rough, man. It's just rough. Bro, I don't... I realize I don't have live split pulled up. I was going over to check my mic. Just all the fucking fiddling around of it I've been doing. And I completely forgot that, oh yeah, I don't have the counter. It's always something I forget. It was like, I had like the stream set up like 10 minutes in advance, and I was like, is there anything I'm forgetting about? And I'm like, nah, I don't think there is. Come on, you can die. I know you can die. Yeah. Alright. Blueberries, be kind to me, please. I would kind of... Blueberries, that's not very kind of you. Okay. Well, you know, we're out of there. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, no, they were kind. Never mind. They could have been a little nicer, but you know, they were kind enough to let me through. I'll take that. I'll take it. I shouldn't have chose that gap. I thought that could work. But that set up for way tighter reading than I should have had to do. I should have taken the closer gap. I was just thinking the way that looked, that like taking the farther gap was gonna be better, but I kind of decided that before I just assumed that based on the way that I thought it was going to aim, but I need to realize that there's no real calculating that shit before it happens, and that typically choosing the closer one is better, because that means you have to go out on less of a limb. All right, well she still died in like 2 seconds. Thank you, Lily. I don't think I take free power here, actually. I think this is my only chance. I think I have to get a 2 power cap if I want to have any semblance of a chance of getting through this. Well, and that's what happens if they spread out. I kind of have to cap yellow rice now. Well, if I can just get what happened last run, then, you know, capping yellow rice should be free. Am I right? I'm right. Sadly, I could not get that to happen. Whoever could have foreseen this? Yeah, no, I think my main issue right now is just stage 3. Actually, like, funnily enough, I did practice the hard parts of stage 3 last night, because I wanted to, because, like, I wanted to have a bit more practice of those, but it didn't, it's not panning out right now. It's just not. I mean, that's just how that shit happens. Either you're on it with stage 3 or you're not. To be fair, it's not like my stages 1 and 2 have been, like, incredible. Especially stage 2. I just can't read the red sections for some reason. Michael. Time to go again. Time for the pinwheels of fun. It's like Pinwheel, my favorite character from Dark Souls. It's my favorite NPC. I mean, honestly, Pinwheel kind of puts up less of a fight than a typical NPC. God damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that just worked, I guess. Well, I didn't see that one. It took me way too long to recognize it was there. I had to just like full send it to the right again, like I had to full send it to the left. If I had full sent it twice, that would have worked. I'll take that. Yeah, that just sucked. That was terrible movement around that orb. 2, 1, 0. Okay, that was way closer than it should have been. We're chilling now. We're chilling. Nah, hold on. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. No, listen. This. Don't worry about this. Don't even worry about this. All right. All right. Well, fuck. I think my problem is that if I'm doing that, I need to move more towards the side. What am I doing again? There we go. I need to I need to be able to line myself up way better when I'm actually trying to take out that center one. Nice. then. Alright, we get another shot at Michael's final. Specifically Michael's final. I mean, because obviously there's no way we get hit by any of the rest of the stuff. Not ever. Literally, there's no footage ever of me getting hit by something that isn't Michael's final. Not even once. Not even once. Nice. Definitely thought I was gonna set myself up for failure with that bold claim, but I mean, it's never happened even once. Also, that was terrible on my part. That was very bad recognition. I kind of just went up the bubble there because I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. By the way, speaking of those fucking bubbles, like, something I've realized recently for playing EOSD is that for some reason, the bubble hitboxes are actually more generous in this game than they are in EOSD. Like, I can trust the bubbles more in this game, which is fucked up. Why can't I trust any of the other hitboxes in this game? Why do all the other ones have to be ridiculous, but the bubbles are fine? Meanwhile, in EOSD, every other bullet's, like, fine. Well, except for, like, the knives, I guess. But, like, most of the other bullets are fine, but, like, bubbles are fucking, like, I can't trust them. Can't trust my good old bubble buddy. Bro, imagine if Misamaru actually just shot bubbles instead of yin-yangs. Like, some of those spell cards would probably be a whole lot more doable. I guess, like, but there's no equivalent to, like, a mini bubble, right? Because you have, like, a smaller yin-yang. Ah, fuck. Okay, that was my bad. Yeah, I lost a lot of ground for that. I might just die here. Now we're good. I did not see that bullet there first. That was like a last second, like, tap up. can't get an LNN run in the stage 3 silver. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. Let's get it. At the very least, like, the thing is, like, getting an LNN pace into stage 3 isn't, like, my biggest problem, though, because it's, like, I mean, it'd be nice if I had that one extra life, but the main thing I need is I just need a way better stage 3. Which isn't impossible to get. It's just not easy. It's not easy being Marissa. Like, I am genuinely curious if this challenge would be any fucking easier of any of the other characters. Well, like, okay, obviously to some extent, yes, it would. Like, obviously. Like, this is definitely, like, the weakest shot type out of the 4. But I'm wondering, like, how much easier. Because I highly doubt it would, like, solve all of my issues that I'm having. Like, it'd still be the same problem of, like, oh yeah, I gotta fucking, like, LNN most of this shit in order to actually get, like, a good run going. Like, I think that same problem would still be there. It'd just be with a shot type that, like, would deal slightly more damage. And that's about it. I'd have slightly more damage to work with. And then, like, well, because if I did it with anyone, I'd do it with Reimu. So I'd have a bit of homing and slightly more damage, and it's like that'd be all I get. Yeah. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that one, to be honest. I need to get back to the center, but I was just completely locked out of the center. I think I just kind of had to hold that. Which sucks, but... Hey, bro. Isn't Sakuya just far stronger than Marissa, or am I misremembering? So from what I've been told, because she does technically have the highest DPS in the game, at 4 power. But from what I've been told, Sakuya at 3 power is, like, abysmal. like, the difference between Sakuya at 3 power and then Sakuya at 4 power is, like, huge. I don't know how huge, but I've been told it's huge. So it's still, like... Yeah, so, like, while she is, like, stronger than Marissa, she's still, like, a hard shot type to play because you are still required to, like, you're kind of required to LNN a little more so than with some of the other shot types. Because with Marissa, it's like, obviously while you need to LNN like a ton of things, it's still like, if you have free power, that's still manageable to a degree. But if you have like free power of Sakuya, it's just like, oh, well, I'm just fucked. At the very least, that's my understanding of it. I've never actually, like, played a Sakuya in these circumstances, so no, I have no clue. Would be worth testing. I guess it'd be interesting to see damage differences. I might try it at the end of the session. I'd prefer to just keep the runs for now. I mean, if I had able TH prac, it'd take like a minute to test differences. It doesn't matter because I'm not playing a Sakuya either way. I'm doing the run of Marissa, but it'd be cool to see. What is the difference here? Okay. I guess What would be a good way to test this? It's just like, okay, let's use Michael as an example. Mid-boss Michael, right? Also, there's like, isn't there like invincibility shenanigans I can turn on? What was that? Hold on. How do I turn on invincibility? There's one of the F keys. Not that one. Oh, there we go. Backspace. There we go. All right. F1 for invincibility. Okay. So just from this, trying to follow her as best I can. That's 1436. I just like do one more test to hold on. Okay. Yeah, like around 1440 is the typical timing with 4 power Marissa. Now if we do 4 power Sakuya with a forward charge on the knives. Oh, okay, interesting. I have to be a certain amount of distance away from her. Even with the extra time, it's still almost a full second faster. I wonder if I can buffer having a forward charge on knives. Yeah, around 15 seconds is where it lies. So like a decent bit more, but does require setup, right? But then if we do free power Sakuya, it's 14.18. $13.90. I guess I can just do this. Right, the whole thing is that I'm invincible anyway. 14.20. Right, so this would actually be a better comparison to what I was doing with Marissa. 14.46. So max damage shotgunning is okay. That's kind of fucked up actually. So Sakuya's free power shotgunning potential is the same as like 4 power Marissa's shotgunning potential. At 14.4, Marissa's also point blanking, which you don't really get much of an opportunity to do so. Okay, that's kind of fucked up actually. Well, like, yeah, no, I guess you don't always get an opportunity to do that, because it's like, because as Marissa, yeah, it's kind of like, if the boss moves, Marissa bros, it's over. If the boss moves at all, then the missiles have to lag behind. So like that's like a 13. To be fair, I think like Sakuya was getting a low 13 as well when it wasn't like pure shotgunning. 1370. $13.80. So like high can range around high 13s as compared to wrong one. As compared to this is fucked up. Who the fuck said it was way harder? I swear to God, somebody said that like free power Sakuya was abysmal. Somebody said the difference was gigantic. I guess maybe for stage portions. Because, yeah, it's like shotgunning a boss as opposed to... I don't know, man. Well, no, listen, if I was going to do another shot type, I would have chosen Reimu from, like, day one. We're doing it with Marissa. This is my main, alright? This is my main, ride or die. I've used her for, like 20 other runs at this point. Which, saying 20 is only a slight exaggeration. I'm curious, what's, real quick, what's Reimu's 4-power time? Because this is who I would use. Fair to use anyone else. Also 14.40, so on par with Sakuya's free power. Alright. Well, in any case, I'm gonna close TH Prac, because for some reason that fucking... I'm gonna reload the game, because for some reason, whenever I load up TH Prac like that, it fucks up the Misamaru counter. Like, I can see the Misamaru counter layered over the game, which is super weird. Okay, hold on, I need Streamlabs, I need 18. There we go. Alright. Start again. Again, I imagine at least Sakuya probably, like... I guess what they're talking about is probably with stage sections. That's my only guess. Because, yeah, damage-wise, Sakuya is, like... She does lose out on, like, on roughly a second of, like, damage... Which adds up, you know, like that is pretty significant. But also, comparing it to Marissa, it's like, goddamn. Like, goddamn, man. Alright. You know, at some point, I probably should actually, like, look up what some of the other characters, like, what are some of the other characters' LNN runs look like. I'm kind of curious to see how they deal with certain stage sections. Again, I've only really looked at Marissa runs, because it's, like, that's really only what's going to help me for the most part, is just looking at those, and then understanding how I can get better at doing that. But it's, like... It would be interesting to see how other characters deal with different situations, or deal with the same situations. You know. Again, I am a Marissa main, ride or die. It's like, if I can't accept Marissa at her best, I don't deserve her at her worst. This has been the entirety of my mentality going through 18. Yeah, that was just terrible luck. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that. I guess maybe go off to the right. I don't know. That just felt terrible. I just didn't feel like there was much I could like do to offset that. Zero. Nice. This shit sucks. Okay, hold on. Well, I had the right idea. I was just a little too slow in my tapping. I respect the ride or die. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not everybody does. Not everybody does. Well, to be fair, I say that. I guess I haven't had two. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I haven't had any interaction where somebody's told me what the fuck are you doing. Or like they've questioned it, but I don't think anyone's really argued. I think most people do just kind of see I'm playing Marissa and they're just like, eh, whatever. You do you. Which is good. I like that. It's like we're all just playing this wacky series, doing our own wacky runs. It's like you see somebody doing like a wacky like shot type run or whatever, and it's just like, oh yeah. God, something insane about, like, I guess something crazy about Sakuya's DPS to me is that it's, like, something else I was told is that apparently, like, the game actually can't load in all of Sakuya's knives. I'm not sure how true this is, but from what I've heard, it's, like Sakuya's DPS is actually not entirely correct, because the game doesn't load in as many knives as it should. Alright, I think maybe they're saying under some circumstances there's not as many knives loaded in as there should be. There's like something with Sakuya's knives that are like wrong. But despite that, she still ends up having the highest DPS. It's weird. I think, yeah, I guess like the only really bad thing about Sakuya is that she does require like half a second of setup, which is really bad in a game like this that requires you to like, because like there are plenty of times where you're required to go into unfocused, so it's like, I don't know, you gotta just really be on top of like your focus movement if you want to keep like the highest DPS possible, as well as there's like a lot of stage sections where you kind of need to know what to do ahead of time if you want to make them better. To be fair, though, that just kind of makes the shot type a route, and people are really good at coming up with that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what Marissa B is in SA. She is absolutely, like, just a route shot type. It's just like, you know, when you play like Mercy B in that game, it's just like, it's just like all of the other elements for the most part just feel like practically useless. But then you see like what somebody else does with all those other elements, and you're like, what the fuck? At the very least, like when I play, like in the few times I've played like LNBNC, I just always just stick with fire. It's just like the simplest one to me. It's just very straightforward. I know some people also really like water though. But yeah, like, but if you actually like know how to route the stages properly, you can just like completely decimate everything in your path. It's honestly incredible to watch. I think, like, that is, like, my favorite kind of, like... like, to me in Touhou, that's, like, my favorite kind of thing to see, I guess. Where it's, like, when it comes to stages. Where it's just, like, they're really hard, but if you know what you're doing, you can actually, like, make them way easier. Like, just finding ways to, like, just, like, mitigate, like, bullets or whatever. And just, like, make the pattern, like, significantly more doable, or just make it so the pattern doesn't even happen in the first place. I personally just love seeing that shit. I think it's so cool. I get why, like, from, like, a game-making perspective, though, it's, like, you don't want that to happen too often. Because then otherwise it's like... Otherwise, like, the stage just kind of doesn't exist. Like, if you can kind of just, like... If you can just make every stage so it's like, oh, I just get to clear this and I don't have to dodge a single bullet because I know, like, where all the enemies are gonna spawn, then it's like... Then stages become uninteresting. Because then it's like, oh, well, there's no real, like... There's not a lot of challenge in this. I kind of just learn it and then it's done. Even stages that are like that are like big on that, like Touhou 7 or like Touhou 7 stage 5 is like a prime example of like if you know where the enemies are gonna spawn, it becomes way easier. But even that stage still has moments where it's like it's set up specifically so to where it's like, no, the pattern is going to happen to at least some degree. All you can do is mitigate it. Okay, see, this is good spacing. I like this. Nice. You know, I do sometimes forget. Mainly just because I guess, like, my LNB grind for the game wasn't that fun because it was just kind of over before it started. But it was, like... Well, that, and I decided to, like, intentionally border break, but it's, like... I don't know. Touhou 7 is, like, a genuinely really fun game. I love getting to play Touhou 7. I definitely need to practice it more. Again, if I'm gonna try doing a run in it. To be fair, I'm fairly confident that I can, like, I think the two games I'm the most confident that I can get, that I can manage to not get a DNF in is 7 and 16. I don't imagine they'll score very high, but I'm fairly confident I can I can finish both of those runs because I get 5 continues in both games, right? So it's like I get a lot of room for error. 16 though, it's like, well, there was some like 7 shenanigans I'm gonna need to make sure I like properly like relearn and know what I'm doing on ahead of time. But then like for 16, it's like I have a lot of shenanigans. Like even if I can like, you know, even if I can like just like beat the game no problem, with continues anyway. Hey, it's still like, again, I'd still like to try to make the run as good as I can, and I realize that if I want to do that, like a lot of the strategies that you have to do in order to actually cap certain sections are absurdly difficult, and they can only really be done like 1 or 2 different ways. Like, I kind of forgot like how absurd 16 was. It didn't feel that absurd when I had infinite tries on it, but like when I only have 1 attempt, why did I move up there? When I only have 1 attempt, it's like, man, what the fuck am I looking at? It's like, I really did this in a run? I vaguely remember like my strategy for the stage 4 mid boss, and it was like some like weird fucking vertical method, but it was like there was a horizontal method too that also sucked. So like I may as well have done the vertical method, like, and it's just like, God, I just like that was just what I went for. Like I had no other options. Also, the stage 3 is fucking terrible. Was this an LNN going into stage 3? I was not paying attention. I just, all I saw was that I fucked up, or all my mind knows right now is that I fucked up on Blue Rice, and that the Sanyo mid-boss did not go any better. I fucked up on Blue Rice, and I was like, well, if I can get like an okay Sanyo mid-boss, and then I just didn't. And it's like, well, here I am. That is all my brain remembers from this run right now. At least I lived for a long time on Frozen Peas. Wasn't as long as I would have liked, but whatever. Again, it's all about having the center of the screen. I really thought that dodge was gonna work. That was just a bad read on my part. Bad read, bad read. Bro fucking sucks at reading. True story. Sorry, what was I talking about? I was talking about like... Oh yeah, I was talking about how fucking ridiculous Touhou 16 is. It's like there's just like Touhou 16 is probably one of the games I need to put the least amount of practice into in order to actually like just ensure that I don't get a DNF. But if I want the run to look even like remotely like okay, like I have to practice 16 so much. My plan is just don't worry about it. Like, I'm going to try to remember how to do some of the strats, obviously. Like, I'm gonna put in some, like, individual practice to try to remember how to do, like, or how to cap some of the harder shit. So I have, like, a chance of, like, maybe not bombing every 2 seconds. But if I end up bombing every 2 seconds, then so be it. At least I tried. At least I like, memorize some of the pattern, or, like, at least I went out my way to rememorize some of the patterns, and at least, like, try to not bomb everything. You know what I mean? As long as I can say that I tried, then I'm happy with that, regardless of how bad the run turns out. Which is basically that's kind of where I am on all of them. Like, again, I will try my best to make every run as good as I can, but if it ends up, like, just being, like, a shitty, like, if it ends up being, like, a shitty run, but it ends up, like, clearing, then I'm happy with that. I just want 5 runs on the board. That is what my mind craves for. That was the most scuffed cap I've ever had of that card. I actually properly read that, though. That was not just luck. I saw where I needed to go there, and I went. I was a go-getter. Listen, I had to go for it, and I fucking got it, alright? So you tell me to go, and I go get. That's what I go do. Yeah. See, I gotta set it up to where, like, my problem is that I keep trying to inch towards the side of the screen. I gotta at least, like, do, like, a big leap. So like, if I need to back away, I can do so. But then if I don't need to back away, then I just go up and I go for it and I did it. And I'm like, yeah. That's what I do. That's what I say. Three, two, 1, 0. I'm getting a lot of Discord notification pings. It's the third one I've seen since the yeah, I'm not going for the double kill. It's the third one I've seen since the stream started. I will check those out after the stream. That is what I should do. I don't need to rush these things. I guess it is on my mind, though. It's like, I can do attempts. I'll be streaming for, like, another hour. It's fine. I got, like, the whole day to see what the pings are about. I highly doubt it's, like, an urgent, like, life or death Discord ping. Just like, guys, respond now. If you don't respond within the next 5 minutes, you don't want to know what's gonna happen. He's like, nah, it's chill. Just play. Get to play and relax. Alright, cool. I didn't expect it to happen, but it did happen. It was pretty cool. Alright. Well, at the very least, this time I know I got an LNN run going into stage 4. Let's see what I do with it. Not stage 4, stage 3. I cannot speak. I can't speak. We do these taps every day of my life. It's the easiest taps you ever done seen. Nice. See, we get these caps, alright? We get these. This is the easiest cap of my life, even. Check this cap out. Wasn't that a sick cap? I mean, I almost got it. Hey, in my defense, it came close. I thought maybe I could do it, but then fate had other plans. Okay, well, I need to stop greeting for those items so much. It's not really gonna get me anywhere. Well, I would have been at like 380 or whatever had I properly picked those up, and I really don't think that's what I need to be prioritizing. Jesus Christmas. What do I... Where do I go? Huh? Where do I even go? Yeah, no, I just didn't get the center of the screen there. I just didn't get it. It wasn't my... I'm sorry. It wasn't my turn to play. I should have known better. God damn. Sanyo, I hate you. I just want you to know. I cannot believe I made that work. Nice. That was a very scuffed cap, but hey, we take those. Nice. Alright, blueberries, please. Pretty please. Come on. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the blueberries are going. Please. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you so badly. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Let's not overextend on yellow rice. No, this isn't even rice. It's like pin needles. Like, there's like a word I'm looking for here. It's not pin needles. It's something else. Maybe it is pin needles. Is it pin needles? Maybe it's pin needles. Okay, well, both options kind of sucked there, so I actually don't blame that decision making at all on my part. I blame the game. I blame the game for forcing me in that scenario. I got fucking forced. My hand was forced. Alright, they put the gun in my hand and they said, do it. And so I did it, alright? I'm a good soldier. I follow orders. Nice. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. I forgot to, like, just stand in the center. That's typically where you want to stand when the pattern begins. Yeah, they started going off to the right, and there was just no way I was going to be able to follow them, sadly. I just had an entire wall blocking off that portion of the screen for me. I kind of needed them to go towards the left, or I just needed to be towards, like, the far right sooner. It was just unfortunate. It was unfortunate. Come on. Gabby J. Come on. Nope. That was actually a super early death. Kind of sucks. I gotta read this now. Please. Just fucking please. Alright, rev up the engines. Kind of a weak rev up, not gonna lie. That revving kind of sucked. No way. No way. No way. I ran back into it. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Alright. Go for the potentially safe method. Nice. Okay. That's one run. That's one. Listen, a run to Misamaru a day is just good. It's just good for the mind. Save the mind. Oh my god. Misamaru, I don't even want to start with you, all right? I don't even want to start. I don't even want to load up a start GG page fucking talking about all your nonsense. Alright, well. I saw where I needed to go there, but only after I got hit. I had to make some fucking awkward movement. I had to go down and to the right, and then do whatever the game wanted me to do from there. Which may or may not have involved dying. Oh god. See, oh no, sorry, that's the wrong game. I'm thinking of Touhou TD, the other game that requires you to not get hit more than twice. Isn't like TD like the max amount of lives you gain like 5? Pretty sure. The difference of TD is that the patterns are easier, quote unquote. I mean, some of them are easier than other lunatic games. Like, yeah, for the lunatic run, some of the patterns are easier, but like, they're not as dense, but they're confusing, I think, is mainly like TD shtick. It gives you like a lot of visually confusing patterns that like, it's like they'll mainly kill you because you don't know where to stand, as opposed to being like, oh, I got completely walled off. For the most part. Sometimes you get walled. The TD still is walling, just not as much as some other Touhou games. The hard thing about, if you're going to like a lunatic 1TC in TD, the hard thing is just like, it's just the game just wants you to be really consistent. Where it's just like, okay, like, you know these patterns, but it's like, how little can you die to these? Because like dying sucks so much in TD for like a multitude of reasons. Because it's like, you don't have many lives to... You don't typically get many lives to work with during the run. And so it's like, dying at all, like, it matters a whole lot more in TD than it does in, like, other games. But then it's like, on top of that, you lose a full power, which just sucks. I think TD has one full power loss, right? Or did that stop in UFO? I'm pretty sure TD also has one full power loss on death. So there's that. And then there's also the fact that your fucking, like, the transmitter you were building up just gets wasted whenever you die. It's just gone. So, but what that means, because typically you end up wanting to trance in specific places so you can gain more resources. So if you die when you weren't supposed to, then, or like if you die and use your trance when you weren't supposed to, then that means you get even less lives, because now you can't use that trance for when you were supposed to, because you don't have enough time to build it up, because building up trance takes forever and you can only use it when the bar is full. So it's just a bunch of cavalcade of nonsense. It's a bunch of cavalcade. Oh my god, the pings are out of this world. At least that one wasn't a Discord ping. To be fair, I don't think... Well, I know one of those Discord pings wasn't at me. It was an at everyone ping. And then one of I assume the other ping was an at everyone ping, not an at me. One. It's like one. Come on, we got this. Yes, yes, very good. Very good. I don't know what voice this is. This is some kind of voice from something. Where? I don't know. But it's here. Sounds like... I'm trying to think. The voice just sounds like a shitty Dracula impression. That might just be what it is. Might just be shitty Dracula. Bro, you want to do this to me? You really want to try? You want to try this, Takana? You want to see what happens when you mess with the likes of me? You don't want to know. You don't even. You don't. You don't know what happens when you push me to my limits. Realize it's an awkward time to sing that because the song's already over, but listen, sometimes the song ends and it's still stuck in your head afterwards. You know that feeling, right? It's like you're listening to a song in the car and then like the song's over, but you still kind of like sing a little bit of it afterwards because it's still there. You haven't like fully gotten it out of your head yet. Sometimes you just get music stuck in your head and you just need to get it out, but like listening to it once isn't enough and you're like, well fuck, I don't want to listen to it again, but then it's like still not fully out yet. The mind is a... okay. Okay. I just feel dumb for that one, because if I'm being honest, I was kind of... I just assumed I was safe, so I was looking at, like, ahead of where I was going, not where I was. Or I was looking at where I was going, not where I was. Hey, at least I capped that. Why can't... I can cap one, but not the other. I mean, hey, that's better than not capping either, to be fair. I'd like it if I could cap both, though. That'd be great. But I guess that's just not in the cards. Okay, collecting actually does matter here to an extent, because I will... with where I died, I get full power. Well, that just fucking sucks. What is up with my frozen peas luck? I don't get the center of the screen. Look at that. Like you see how brutal and obnoxious that fucking frozen peas spawning is. I don't get the center of the screen, man. To be fair, the death there was my fault. So I definitely could have improved it. But like, goddamn, man. It's just annoying. I've been dealing with this shit for too long. Deaths like that just feel so bad because you just know they're entirely your fault. You just feel so stupid. You know what I mean? You're just like, man, why do I gotta be dying to that? Okay, to be fair, that's a bit more understandable. I cannot believe that just worked out like that. Insane. We don't take those. We do not even, like, no. No. I'm not going over there, alright? Fuck! Those are both hard. I just, I knew the movement I had to do. I just couldn't do it. I feel like, man... I feel like this game just drains so much from me. Especially, like, when I'm just trying to get a, like, I can try hard and not talk, but it's like... But it's like, it so rarely ends up in anything good. And then if I try talking, it just, like, sometimes it can help me concentrate, but then sometimes I just feel, like, incredibly drained. I don't know. I just feel so drained whenever I play this game. Again, I've just been playing it for a long time, so it's just like any, like when you just keep seeing the same mistakes over and over again, it just does start to get old. Because it's not like the problems I'm dealing with or the reasons I can't get good runs are any different from the reasons I couldn't get good runs like 5 months ago. They're all still here. I've just seen them for 5 more months. Doesn't mean I can't overcome them, though. It's just gonna take me a while. It's just frustrating when, like, I just can't get as good of runs as I know I could get. Just because I keep making dumb mistakes. But, like, that's just how it is. Like, it's a hard game. That's all there is to it. Power. Not the best gap I could have chosen, but I had a gap in mind when I went up there, and that was what I did. I stuck to my decision making. Fucking terrible dog. I just didn't think that was gonna hit me. man. I know I need to, like, push through and I need to keep doing attempts, but it's just really fucking difficult right now. I think I need sleep or something. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks so much to ever watch this. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.